We back at it, back again. Here it is, another week in the books. Maybe start off with a little bit of trail review, a little bit. I'm up in Port Gamble, Washington, for this hot laps event, and man, the trails here are pretty dope. I rode some of these new ones that they put in for the event, and goddamn, are they I it's so cliche, but very low me, like kind of more open, like they're wider. They're almost like wider tracks so you can choose different lines as opposed to just like standard single track. There's a uh, there's a trail here called Cool Runnings, and that's definitely more just like single track type stuff. But these berms are fucking crazy. They hold grip so well. You can go so fast down that trail. Saw a video of Mitch Ropolato, um, like a professional rider, and he was just ripping, ripping that trail. I uh, I was too busy fucking riding these massive jumps they have here, and there's like a small line, like an advanced line, and then like a pro line, and there's some of the best built jumps I've ever ridden because they're like 50 feet long, but it does not feel like you don't feel like you're gonna get bucked. You don't feel like they're not too steep, they're not too flat. They're not flat at all, but you get it. It's not just, there's still a little bit of loft in it, and it's pretty sick. It definitely gives me confidence to try loftier jumps because hitting that apex is pretty sweet. That fucking peak, baby. Sorry, I'm shot. I rode so much yesterday. My entire body just feels like one big cramp, even my brain. So, yeah, I should probably wait to record this or recorded it yesterday, but it is what it is. Wrote down so many notes. I don't have the best things to say. I think crankworx cairns, that's like the event going on this week that I'm going to talk mostly about, pretty much all about. I still got to do hardline fantasy, but I'm gonna wait like during the week and maybe do that then and put it out like next week because who the fuck cares? So where was I going with this? What did I start on? Where was the starting point? But yeah, oh, crankworx cairns. Yeah, this area is. I recently tried surfing, so that's kind of like my new addiction. Surprise, surprise. Guy that likes to be outside, likes surfing, but so that's given me a little bit of a new appreciation for the Cairns area because, dude, the riding is like I don't I don't know. It's just it doesn't feel like God damn it. I gotta stop saying I don't know. Um, I know what it is. It feels like it's like West Virginia in that there's like it doesn't feel like there's a lot of like pro level things. Like when I think of a UCI World Cup course, I think of something that has a variety of different sections, like an energetic pace. And I guess that kind of translates to Fort William. Fort William is probably like at the lower end of World Cup races that I like to watch because of how kind of there's too much of like one section. I don't know what the times were. I thought they were like maybe high threes, low 4 minute runs. Maybe that's when I start to lose. interest, but I don't think that's the case because I don't. It's not like I don't want to watch biking. I want more biking. I think I think what it is because Poland didn't have like too many crazy sections. There were a good amount of berms, but there were different ways that you could ride it, and it was quicker. I think 257, 250. I think 255 might have been the time that won it by ya boy Ronan Dunn. And so it's I think it's the drawn out nature of certain sections. The beef that I have like right off the bat. I don't know if you whoever listens to this. I remember talking about the hardline course. Sorry, there's some buzzing in my ear. All right, went away. Hopefully that's not on the recording. But like talking about the hardline course, or no, it was Rotorua. They're like the steepness of the track, and I don't know if they have like steepness where they are. And this is not at all true, but well, I don't know if it's true, but like geographically, my inclination is to assume that their Rotorua seems similar to cairns. So it's like in just geography. I don't know about climate or whatever the fuck, but just in like the steepness that they have, basically the grade that they have to work with. That's what I'm talking about in the track. And like right off the bat with the cairns, like DH, it was just dude, there were fucking 10 switchbacks before like just right out of the gate. I it's like so they have the steeps. Maybe it's a cliff, but why not like use like I want to watch pros go down. I'd rather watch pros go down something in 10 seconds, something steep and interesting, technical, hanging off the back. I'd rather watch them go down that in 10 seconds than draw it out with 10 fucking berms before a rock even appears and have that take like 2 minutes. Fuck that. Come on. Dude, it was insane. I watched the GoPro course preview and I was like, what the fuck is this? And I wouldn't have seen them from the Red Bull TV cameras. We'll get to that in a second. Everyone that's like fucking like bashing the UCI. I want to say fucking with the UCI, but I don't think anyone's fucking with the UCI. The UCI seems to be doing their fucking thing. They don't give a fuck about anyone. They're like, this is the right way to do it. We're doing it. Sit down and shut up. Consume our shit. But that's honestly, I'm like, okay, feed me more because I'm getting off track. Getting off track. We'll get to it in a second. Preview. But yeah, it's like there's like I swear I'm not exaggerating. I counted six like a before a rock even appeared. I know I said 10 before a rock appeared. I was exaggerating. But then after that, there's like, or maybe it wasn't a rock, but it was like like kind of technical section, maybe. But then I kept counting berms until it got to like a flat, like true, like flat technical section. And then guess what? It went right back into a fucking berm. Dude, it was like the top like 2 minutes of this course were not true. It was the top like 45 seconds, minute of this course. It was just all fucking berms. And I don't want to watch that. And Red Bull TV was like, okay, we hear you. We won't film it. It's like pick a fucking different course then, guys. Build a new course. That's a little much because it's not everyone has the same access to the land that they're using. There's different rights in different countries on how you can do shit, but you get it. You get it. We got to do something different. And it was like a World Cup course. I didn't like it then. I don't fucking like it now. There's like certain sections that I really think are fucking awesome. There's some like step down, kind of doubles, jumps. So like this Chaz Mack fucking Senate trying to get a double in the wet. If it was dry, I would definitely have a bit of a different opinion in the extent that it is just a sliding scale of this sucks, this rules. It wouldn't have been this rules. It would just be this sucks less. I don't like if these berms are like something that you can like almost like chicanes. I think that's the right word. It's like where those there's kind of like it's almost like a straight line, but you have to kind of bump into these berms, like push into the walls. That like those are cool. There was a couple of those in Poland. There was actually a couple of those on Cool Runnings yesterday. That's a video. Mitch, that pro that won it, was like gapping one of the berms. So those are cool. Like that's fine. But these are like long, drawn out, 180 switchback berms. Like I failed to mention that right off the bat. It's a switchback nature of it. They're not like fast berms. They are, but and like that's cool. It takes out it like everything compounds in the run to make you like a good rider. Fitness is very key to this. So it's like I understand that aspect of it. You want to tire out the riders. Well, that's the thing. I don't want to tire out the riders. I want the course to just naturally go to the bottom and from the rider's exertion level be able to like tire them out at the bottom because they're like giving it their all. So, I don't know. It's just sorry. I'm in the camp area of this like event, and so there's like people camping around me. So I hope no one can hear me in here, but I closed the blinds, so even if they can, at least I'll be in my own mind. I'll pretend like they can't. Um, but yeah, where was just talking about the fit? Yeah, like fitness should be like I think Ronan Dunn was able. I really thought Ronan Dunn was going to win a race this year because of how aggressively and like almost animalistically he attacks a course. It's like he says it himself. He's like, I'm either going in a like a chopper, like I'm getting airlifted out of here, or I'm winning the race. Like there's no in between for him, and he's able to. And that I think that's like a very like reckless way to view it. But I don't think he's really it's when you hear someone say that, it's like, holy shit, that sounds reckless. But then you start to watch how they ride, and although he will like just send shit when he's racing, it feels like this year, last year he would just like fucking send shit, and it feels like this year he has the precision to back up his like fucking breakneck speed and attitude, which is pretty sick. But this is not a podcast about Ronan Dunn. Although it could be, dude's awesome. But yeah, it's I don't know. Fucking take out some berms, like guys and girls, like ladies and gents, boys and girls. Like just yeah. So okay, so let's fucking get over that. Stop harping on that and just and get to the next fucking thing, which I'm I like I said before, I was like, I don't want to see this many berms. Red Bull was like, "Yeah, we got you. Don't worry. We're not gonna fucking film it. We're gonna show you the fucking start hut, and then 45 seconds later we'll cut in to their run. But it's not actually 45 seconds. It's only like 15. So what are we doing with this broadcast? We don't even know. It's honestly very frustrating. Rob Warner saves saves it for me. I love listening to him talk. He's amazing. But dude, past that, Elliot actually, listening to Elliot Jackson, I don't think I've found. I think he's getting better. I remember back a while ago, I don't think I was a fan. Saw something on Instagram that was like, I don't know. Someone ask a follow up question because that doesn't sound not right, but that just like sounds contradictory. I don't get it basically. But yeah, Rob Warner saves it for me. Dude's awesome. He had a. I'm gonna skip over that. He was He's great. He's a great announcer, dude. He was great when he was on the UCI, and he's great now that he's on Red Bull TV. But they like Red Bull TV like cuts out half the run, and I don't know if they're like I don't know if like Elliot and Rob are like back in a studio somewhere, and this gets like videotaped and then sent back. This is where like all my fucking questions about the UCI were coming from, because it was like I remember watching Red Bull TV and it would be like, yeah, we're just not putting this part in the broadcast. Like you just don't get to see some of the race. So good luck. Good fucking luck. So when I started watching the UCI, I was like, what is what do we like something's wrong. Like this doesn't line up. And that's when I was like in watching the Poland one, I was like, oh shit, they have like the whole track filmed. Like there will be parts of like Red Bull TV that they'll like cut into a rider and then it'll be like 10 seconds later they come down and then it's like, oh, did he have a crash? And it like doesn't really show like in his time that he's had a crash in the splits. And then like at the bottom it does. And it's just like very fucking weird. It's disorienting. Like it's honestly hard to watch. It really is. Like I like write down some notes and stuff. Okay, so like the steepness of the berms. Yeah, like I was like I was like, okay, so they definitely have steep shit because there's no joke like 10 switchback berms before it even gets to a steep part. Okay, the steep part. I think the 6 berms was like the first rock I saw. It's like, dude, get out of these fucking switchback berms or make them fucking jumpable. Jesus Christ, give me something to watch. Or don't, because you didn't put a fucking camera there. You don't camerize. You don't put cameras on the entire track, which is like a bummer. I never liked that, but it's a free product. So like again, what can you say? And I guess maybe I don't know. Would you want these to be a pay-per-view event? Like, would that make the production better? Would they be able to maybe give money if they actually like use the money to reinvest in the product? I wouldn't mind paying for that. But I think time has shown that when people raise prices, it is more so for profit than the quality of the product, the quantity of the profit rather than the quality of the product. So that's questionable. But with this UCI shit, like this is they have cameras on the whole track. I'm not missing sections. The cameramen might need to turn the camera a little quicker, but that's okay. That's just a learning. He like the guy, the certain guy was getting it. It was like that rock section. It was like the rock field section that I was like, oh, I fucking love this. Like BK didn't was not a fan, but I thought it was sick. So yeah, but that they seem to be investing in that. So like the production quality of that has skyrocketed. I feel like, and I keep seeing like go back to Red Bull TV. It's like, what are you saying? Like what are you trying to say? I want a worse product? And if that's the case, then why? I think it's just people. I think I'm wondering if it has anything to do with more so we feel like you are monetizing our sport and changing it. I think it's just change. I think people don't like change, and I think BK has been very outspoken on Bernard Kerr has been very outspoken on like unionizing and we deserve more money, and I agree with him. But somehow it feels like online that's gotten twisted and warped into this and his beef with the UCI, which is his and the riders alone. It is not our beef. Like we can support someone for sure, but in the end, you just have to kind of sit back and let them deal with it. And if you want to voice an opinion, I guess it's not like it's not our beef. It could be, but it feels like some people are taking their frustration with un maybe unfairly paying the riders into like the production quality of the actual event, which those two are just they're not like two things can be true at once. Warner Bros. And the UCI can be like fucking the riders over in the money, but they can also put it on TV pretty fucking well. Maybe that's what's confusing, is it? And that's where it's coming from. Because I see these fucking like comments like bring back Red Bull TV, and it's like, why, dude? Watch this of like put it you should put it on any other race than this, because this is like the worst, dude. This fucking sucks. There's like, dude, there were in the course preview there were some like really high speed sections which were fucking sick. We didn't see we didn't see one of those. It's like, what are you doing? You were like, oh, we have 3 cameras. Like, yeah, I guess the budget is like what it is. So it's like, oh, we can only afford 3 cameras. But you're telling me that's what it is. Regardless of the cost, and the cost may be so extreme, and I am grossly underestimating the cost of these things, but your budget is 3 cameras. I know it's like the 3 guys, the setup, everything about it, but I'm paying fucking maybe 10 or it might be, I think you have to get the bleacher report pass, which is another $10 for these races. I'm paying $20 an event basically for better production quality, and they're not like exactly a month. So it's like, I don't know, probably like $10 a race at the when it's all said and done. Probably 10, $15 a race. Like that's why I'm like, dude, make it a pay-per-view event. But then I don't want like, whatever. Just make it a pay-per-view event in America. But the rest of the world can fucking ride our coattails, just like it's just like they've been all these years. Because America's the best. Says one of the youngest countries in the world, right? Something like that. Probably not, but in the grand scheme of things, pretty fucking nuts. We're just chilling. We're cooling, baby. We're like teenagers, maybe. Like our 20s. We're in our 20s, probably. Just young, dumb, full of cum. Losing our shit on the world. God damn it. Where was I? Oh, yeah. I don't want to pay for this, but I love biking. So if it ups the production quality for like to the extent, yeah, maybe, you know what? Maybe I wouldn't pay for this event because of the list of riders. That's another thing. I really think they gotta start paying riders appearance fees. Kind of like PGA golf type thing. Like, get some names out to this event. Like, I watched this, but I'm gonna be watching like I'm gonna be looking for the list of names now. Like as I get more familiar with who's on here, and I'm not gonna want to watch this. Like, it's not. I love seeing Tejoto. Ryan Gilchrist is an exciting rider, but he's like, it's really only for like dual slalom. I love watching him in dual slalom. That's fucking sick. So I'm not gonna be watching the downhill courses. Like I'm not gonna like Hardline was the first course I've seen in the Southern Hemisphere that for crankworx that has been like, I need to watch this, like the whole thing. And even on some of those high speed sections, it got a little bit like, all right, let's get to the bottom. There's enough of this. Like I get they got to traverse to a certain like finish point. Like this is where the fire road goes, so this has to be the finish point. But well, not but that makes it acceptable in my mind, and why I didn't really have too many qualms in my mind about Red Bull Tasmania, because I think they utilize the steeps, the drops, the cliffs that they have very well. Dan Atherton is an incredible course builder. I think you should get like, yeah, I don't know, crankworx. Hire a fucking full-time course builder. Don't standardize it. You don't want to like, if you have someone that's like interested in building shit, they'll figure out it's like an art, dude. Like, and you gotta like artistically place things around. I'm not. This ain't me. I'm not talking about. I have no creativity. This is like I want like a Dan Atherton there, someone that's gonna build shit and be like use use the geography to the best of its ability. Because putting in 10 fucking switchbacks isn't. But yeah, it's what else? What else do I have to? I guess the list of riders that would be good. Have some of those. Back to the UCI and the Red Bull TV. Yeah, just make it pay. I'm not gonna harp on that. I don't need to go back to it. You get it. One of my notes is I think we forget how much blank visual airtime Red Bull TV had. Who was it? Oh yeah. Yeah, it's I wrote down a specific rider, Cameron Clement, I think his name was, where it was like, okay, the rider's coming down at any moment, and then like 10, 15 seconds later. But yeah, I was like, I didn't get the feeling that this happened in Poland. We might need to give UCI a shot. Yeah, dude, what the fuck? This Red Bull TV coverage is unwatchable. Thank God I can listen to Rob Warner. What the fuck again? An opening what the fuck and a closing what the fuck. Yeah, it's absolutely horrendous. Jackson Frew was, I guess, into some fucking aspect of the riders. Now that I'm done bitching, but Jackson Frew kind of was like pretty quick on this downhill course. He was surprising. I would be interested to see his hand was like fucked up too. I would be interested to see him at a World Cup. I would really like to see. I think he might have the speed. I think he was like behind. Maybe he doesn't. Probably not. But he's impressive. It's fun to watch him ride a bike. He's really good at dual slalom. Yeah, honestly, maybe not World Cup, but crankworx competitor. That's like his fucking thing. I would love for him to be able to make a living off just going to crankworx. He's fun to watch. Pretty chill. Connor Fearon. Holy shit. He was cooking. And like I maybe they were talking about how like jet lag Tohoto might be. So I guess that kind of makes sense. But and it's a long course. So if you're tired, you're fucked. But Connor Fearon, yeah, that's probably it. Jackson Frew, stick to the crankworx, but love watching you there because World Cup speed is just fucking different, dude. Tohoto was like maybe 3, 4 seconds back. Connor Fearon was fucking moving, dude. World Cup rider. I'd be interested to see like what his results were in previous World Cups, Fort William and Poland. Let me look that up. All right, so he got. I don't see him in the qualifiers at all in Fort William, and then in or maybe in Poland. Fuck, what is this? Yeah, in Fort William he got 54th, which not great. Wonder if he crashed, but whatever. World Cup speed is different. Is what I'm trying to say. World Cup speed is different. There's some. There's good riders. That's the tough part. Like a lot of this is just like complaining about the production quality. A lot of my feedback is going to be complaining about the production quality because I there just weren't that many riders, and then they didn't even like they cut in at Tohoto's run or like after Tohoto's run and Ryan Gilchrist, like the two riders I would have tuned in to see. They showed like video of Tohoto's run because he was the leader, so they showed it back, and honestly, that's those fucking cuts is like all they had, so whatever. That's good enough. I basically saw what they had. Like I wasn't missing anything by tuning in. It's like, dude, make this a spectacle, you fucks. God damn it. Whatever. I'm not getting back into that. So, yeah, it's this event is interesting. The area is beautiful. Would love to go there and just fucking exist. Probably great riding, but for like a race that I want to get like excited about. maybe not so much. Because then, like Mountain Creek in New Jersey is having the Monster Energy Pro Downhill Series. That's this weekend too, which I haven't seen. I think I've been trying to stay off Instagram because it and go on Pink Bike and stuff and Vital for information because I don't want to spoil the slopestyle. I haven't watched slopestyle yet, so I'm excited about that. But yeah, I haven't Mountain Creek. That like I watched a course preview of that. Great track building, great course building. Now they have it's a private mountain. They can build whatever the fuck they want. I think like to a certain extent. I think the rules in America, if it's like your land, that's kind of up for grabs. And it's not like out west here where it's like land use, like leases. So like there's more control, I think, with what you can do with the land. I think out east it's more just like, yeah, we own this little hill. They call it a mountain, but it's like it's not exactly. So yeah, out there I think it's a little bit easier. But that course looks fucking dope, dude. I would love to go watch that. I'm so psyched for the East Coast to get some of these events. But yeah, just gotta maybe switch a couple things up, Red Bull TV. Come on. Like think yeah, I don't know. Just figure it out. Smart people, figure it out. I'm fucking sitting in a van spouting out about like how to fix things. I don't know shit. Fucking figure it out. Shout out Pat McAfee. But all right, what else? I'm already at 30 minutes. God damn it. I went on so long about that. Whatever. It's dude, it's fucking frustrating. It is fucking frustrating. I still want to keep talking about it. I still want to just fucking rant. It's so annoying. Bring back Red Bull TV. No, don't. Don't. It's like that it's like people that are just like I don't like change. It's like I hate people like that. I really really dislike people like that. It's okay to be scared, but just like be scared. Don't like say something that makes absolutely no fucking sense because you're not aware enough to figure out what you're actually feeling and say that instead. Bring back Red Bull TV equals we don't like how the UCI is treating the riders. No, that's not like you're talking about like actually, you know what? Maybe that is what they're saying. Maybe they're not talking about the production quality. I guess yeah, that's kind of it just feels like yeah, I guess maybe that's what it is. Just when you're when you're saying shit like that, I guess qualify it like there's so many different ways that it could be interpreted and a I'm getting mad about a comment online. Not towards me. Hey, the person commenting online didn't take the time and effort to really explain their thoughts. I just described why the internet sucks. I'm so fucking dumb. All right, I'm ending this here. This is terrible. I'm so glad no one fucking listens to this. I'm an idiot. God damn it. I still have slopes, or I still have speed and style and dual slalom, and I got some fucking comments on Alan Cook, the commenter, the live commenter with Cam McCall. I am not a fan. Tune in next week to hear about it, to hear some more negative ideas, negative thoughts, and me just tear people down. Maybe this is why I don't have any fucking friends. God damn it. I'm like, hey, positive vibes only. But whatever, this shit bugs me, dude. Let's talk about it. Sound off in the comments. Don't fucking do that. No one comment on this. I got it one comment like a week or so ago, or not a week, but like I don't know, on one of the previous videos. You good, gangsta? Yeah, I'm fucking good. Look at the description. It says I'm fine, right? So I'm obviously fine. It's a bit, guys. It's a bit. Relax. All right. Be fucking sounding off on this Alan Cook guy next week. Tune in. Bye.